Hello everyone, welcome to this sharing about digital transformation for corporate innovation. I'm Iris and I'm very excited to be sharing about some of our insights into digital transformation with corporates. To kickstart the session, I would like to first introduce a little about ICMG. ICMG is a corporate innovation accelerator focused on purposeful and impactful innovation. We support corporates across their innovation journey and co-create with them as partners during each of their activity. Understanding that innovation is not a nice to have, but a must-have in today's volatile world, where disruptors constantly redefine the game rules, there is an absolute need for corporates to grow their innovation capabilities and create new paradigms for themselves. In most corporate environments, achieving growth by existing business is often conflicting with growth by innovation, as the processes, talent, and attitude are seen as two ends of the spectrum. Most management are unable to utilize innovation to deliver real impact due to the fundamental lack of core infrastructure, know-how, and resource. We understand the difficulties that corporates face and know how to maneuver it. With a focus on themes like smart cities, mobility and transportation, healthcare and life science, food and agriculture, energy and water, digitalization and sustainability, we provide the relevant knowledge and network access to top management, enabling them to identify the right disruptions and critical growth opportunities. Globally, we are present in multiple key countries, including Singapore, Japan, India, China, and the United States. We position ourselves as a collaborator with all partners, where we enable the collaboration between corporates with local partners in the local ecosystem to create the most effective and accelerated innovation process. At the core of our work, we bring together all our partners and clients onto the ICMG Innovation Platform, which provides co-creation infrastructure for clients and partners alike. Through the platform, we provide knowledge gathered from our various activities, a network, and opportunities for co-creation. The platform acts as an independent yet reliable function where corporates can quickly form a meaningful relationship with leading technologies and solution providers without having to go through all the various hoops in the internal environment. Complementing that, ICMG supports the creation and development of the open innovation community through our Innovation Alliance, the grand design of innovation-focused management and its joint execution, co-creation of innovation from 0 to 1, and the co-creation of venture businesses and business models. Together, we are able to provide a powerful launch pad for corporates and startups in Singapore, Southeast Asia, and Japan to quickly cross-collaborate for real results. Utilizing our proprietary innovation dynamics model, ICMG works together with our clients and partners across the entire innovation journey, from problem visualization to execution. And now, to talk more about some of the digital transformation cases that we have done with multiple Japanese corporates. Here are some examples, including the recent ASEAN DX Platform Corporate Innovation Program held in collaboration with JETRO, the Japan External Trade Organization, which is currently calling for solutions related to the digitalization of Japanese corporates. Some of the application areas include smart cloud, human resource technology, and remote communications. Earlier this year, we concluded the Panasonic Deep Tech Innovation Program with ACE under the Innovation Enablers Network initiative, where 4 startups were selected to continue collaborations with Panasonic. For each of the challenge, we were able to identify partners with digital platforms that supported the entire solution, enabling the integration of Panasonic's own AI and data into the platform to provide an enhanced value proposition. Together with us, Daido Steel from Japan successfully carried out a proof of concept for 5 months with a Singaporean startup, Sentient, in utilizing AI to improve their fault detection rates and increase productivity. We have also recently concluded the Aichi Smart Sustainable City Co-Creation Challenge recruitment phase with the Aichi Prefectural Government. 10 startups were selected for the co-creation phase, where the corporate sponsors of the challenge will be having deep dive discussions with the startups on how to collaborate in the future. Some of the solutions proposed include utilizing digital technology for immersive experiences in the airport under the context of a COVID world. Other solutions also included indoor autonomous vehicle utilization. Working with one of the largest transport companies from Japan, ICMG and Yamato managed to bring across public-private co-creation for solving of social issues. Our project with Yamato targeted at helping a local shopping district in Singapore digitalize onto an e-commerce platform. Our past experience in helping to carry out talent development programs and introducing digital technology for social innovation in the Shimane Prefecture is also a new initiative that aimed at inspiring youths in the prefecture to integrate new knowledge with existing process. To dive a little deeper into the case of Daido Steel, the company had a vision of accelerating its own digital transformation journey. The key goal was to ensure that there was an improved accuracy of steel bar surface floor inspection using the AI model, as well as to acquire the latest knowledge and know-how of how to utilize AI in their business. Through a 2-phase process, which first involved the observation of the Singapore AI ecosystem as well as the development of the AI model, followed by a proof of concept and organized deployment of the AI model, the team was able to successfully increase the flaw detection rate significantly. Throughout the entire process, we were also very glad to have multiple partners support the initiative. And in the recent Aichi Smart Sustainable City Co-Creation Challenge, the government wanted to transform itself into a smart city that could be a leader in the world. As such, the Aichi Prefecture had 4 main themes of focus. The first one is the creation of a new model of manufacturing with digital transformation from Aichi Prefecture. This stems from its history of being the largest exporter in Japan. Number 2, building a new ecosystem of mobility and relevant business models. Number 3, creating a new model of life in the world, cities, and communities that will be modeled after the Minamichita town. Utilizing the Minamichita town as the first example, Aichi Prefecture hoped to be able to proliferate a new model of living. Number 4, promoting the ideas for smart sustainable city relevant to Aichi's vision and strategy. ICMG, together with Aichi, scouted for startups and solution providers before going through 1 round of selection. We are now currently in the co-creation phase, where each of the selected startups are having in-depth discussions with each of the challenge owners on how to proceed. We will also be having multiple dialogue sessions in January and February 2021, which if you are interested, we will be more than happy to have you. Moving on to the next example, to share more about the Panasonic Deep Tech Innovation Challenge, which was in collaboration with ACE under the Innovation Enablers Network Initiative. Panasonic's goal was to bring its technology to the market. During this process, Panasonic hopes to create a strategy and business model based on its intellectual property through a co-creation program, be able to prototype and verify the value of its IP, utilize the co-creation business development methodology that will be centered in Singapore, and develop human resource capabilities through a hands-on program. There were two main technologies that Panasonic was interested to bring to market: odor sensing and stress detection by human skin gas sensing. From a strategic perspective, through open innovation, Panasonic would be able to leverage on the key expertise from local startups and the community, accelerate its go-to-market process, de-risk, and reduce reliance on internal influences. Startups, on the other hand, could gain opportunities to co-innovate and validate their solutions with Panasonic, and promising startups can even work towards scaling their solutions with Panasonic. They would also be able to reduce product development lead time through the integration of new technology, and have the opportunity to execute a real business together with Panasonic or obtain technology and intellectual property licensing from Panasonic. This is a win-win situation that is critical for any successful corporate startup collaboration. As a result, over a period of 4 months, together as a team with ACE, we managed to reach out to over 2,000 startups through the various channels. As organizer and program partner, we were able to cooperate throughout the entire planning, recruitment, and evaluation process, which was critical in helping Panasonic to be able to perform a smooth decision-making process. We are proud to announce the finalists and winners of each challenge and are looking forward to the future promotion of the resulting business. And to mention another case of digital transformation of corporates, ICMG is also collaborating with JETRO in the ASEAN DX Platform Innovation Challenge. The program was started with a bigger vision of helping Japanese corporates to digitalize their existing processes and workflow, and through that process, hopes to be able to achieve the development and promotion of digital transformation in collaboration with Asian partners, as well as the creation of leading use cases to encourage more Japanese corporates to adopt digital transformation. And this will be a recurring program in the future with various different corporates who will reference the success case built on this first round of the program. We are very glad to have IHI, Nitoku, and Sojitsu as the challenge sponsors for the first round of this program. IHI is looking for smart cloud data platform solutions, which will enable them to support traffic monitoring and management to realize the IHI future smart city vision. Nitoku hopes to be able to enhance their customers' value in the new normal remotely. They hope to be able to work with immersive technologies to enable technicians to collaborate with local employees remotely for product setup and advisory. Some examples of these immersive technologies include AR, VR, and 3D images. Sojitsu is looking to build new synergies by digitalizing their human resource model. Sojitsu hopes to utilize HR data through digitalization and HR tech to create digital infrastructure that can enable the scaling of cross-country implementation of strategic HR management. Through the program, the challenge owners hope to be able to adopt a suitable and effective solution that can quickly resolve their immediate concerns. They also hope to leverage on the key expertise from local startups and the community and create new first cases that can be scaled within the company. At the same time, they hope to provide with startups new opportunities as a new customer in industries and regions that may be unfamiliar to the startups, and provide them with opportunity to co-innovate and validate their solutions, as well as have a successful proof of concept that could be scaled with the challenge owners globally. If you have a solution relevant to these teams in sensors, traffic data, smart cloud, performance management, AI, HR technology, immersive technology, industrial digitalization, and remote controlling, please feel free to reach out to myself or any of my colleagues, and we will be more than happy to connect you to the challenge owners. The applications have begun, and we are having a sharing session on 15 December, 4 to 5 p.m. Singapore time. Please do join in to find out more about the challenge statements. Thank you very much for listening.
かなり多くの企業さんがこういう場で自由闊達に議論をし、そして自分のビジネスを伸ばしていこうと、こういう姿を見れたことはすごくいいことだなと、正直感激しましたね。で日本をどんどん良くすると、こういう活動を活性化するというのがですね、一つの日本の企業のあるべき姿の一つだかなというふうに強く感じているところです。素晴らしいフォーラムだったというふうに思っております。
のイノベーションというののすごい新しい取り組みだったり ICMG さんとの連携というのをすごく感じられた時でした。また去年に比べてですね、すごくたくさんで多様な会社さんとこういうコミュニケーションできるような機会ができたので、すごくいいイベントだと思ってます。
大企業の中でやっぱりもう既存のオペレーションをうまく回していくかっていうところにフォーカスがされてきた日本企業というのはやっぱり多くて、01をどうやって出していくかっていうところを苦しんでいる、そういう企業さんがやっぱりいっぱい集まっているなっていうのを実感して、でそれがここに来ると何かできるんだろうなっていうワクワク感だけじゃなくて、実際にそういうことを起こしてきた実例なんかを聞くことで、思いを持ってここに来ると何かできるんだろうな、そういうワクワク感を感じている、そんな状況です。
がローカルのネットワークを作っていくっていうのは非常にドメスティックな企業には難しい ICMG さんのような存在が、日本企業とローカルのコミュニティをつないでいってくれる役割をしていただいているのは非常にありがたいなと思ってまして、新しいつながりを生んでいくっていうのをICMG さんと一緒にやっていければなというふうに思ってます。お互いの強みを生かし合ったつながりの中で新しい競争ができるといいなというふうに思っています。
企業価値を再構築するというのは非常に強いメッセージ性が込められているなと思いました。サプライヤーではないと、我々はただのキャップメーカーではなくて技術や感動を与える企業だということに気づかされました。こういう時こそですね、今の時代だからこそ原点に立ち返って我々は何を提供できるかっていうのを本質を見つめ直さなければいけないなと。
Today's event, I think, was terrific. A lot of energy. I see a lot of real commitment and passion from these companies from Japan that really want to do something and integrate sustainability practices into their businesses. UNDP is here to help, as is SL2, and we hope this is the beginning of a much broader partnership with Japanese corporates.
For Enterprise Singapore, I think we do see ICMG as a very key innovation platform partner, especially when it comes to bringing together some of the ecosystem players from Japan. So we are very, very open to see how we could drive to connect the startups with some of the corporates in Japan.
So we're partnered with ICMG to co-run the SDG Corporate Innovation Lab. This is a program that's also supported by the UNDP Global Center of Technology. So our intention is to bring Japanese large companies to understand what the SDG issues are firsthand on the ground and then develop innovative solutions to address them with their IP and core technologies. The Japanese companies are generally very long-term thinking organizations, and it makes a lot of sense, particularly when you think about sustainability. So we hope to engage in activities where Japanese companies can pursue that goal and build a long-term sustainable business by also focusing on societal needs.
シンガポールを中心とした、政府系の方ですとかスタートアップ、彼らの取り組みを通じてシンガポールという国がイノベーションに対してすごく進んでいるというところを知ることができたというのはすごく大きいなと思っているのと、日本でイノベーションを起こそうと思った時にどうしても仲間がいないというのが結構寂しいんですけれども、いろいろ意見を聞いてくれたり励ましてくれたりアドバイスをしてくれたりする仲間がどんどんと増えていくというのが私としてはすごく大きな価値だと思っていて、ここでつながった人たちとまたいろんなことを生み出していくことができるんじゃないかという可能性が無限大に広がっていくんじゃないかということをすごく感じています。
Yeah, it was one of the best events I've been to. The content of the event itself was really good. So it's very deep, very focused on specific areas in technology and innovation, and in this case Indonesia, which I think is a very exciting market. So I think what we are very excited by is Japanese companies' sophistication in understanding how to use research and data to make meaningful decisions for their business. So our hope is to be able to facilitate that process for Japanese companies, especially ones who are looking into expanding in Southeast Asian markets, because we know information here is really hard to find.
I head up programs for Block 71 Indonesia. We are basically an incubation program in partnership with Salim Group in Indonesia. I think it's a very good platform for the Japanese corporates to come together to meet with not just startups but also institutes of higher learnings like from where I'm from, to share and exchange ideas and get to know what each other are doing and explore potential collaboration as well.
So I think it's very a collaborative event. I didn't expect to actually have a lot of interesting and new partnership opportunities. A lot of smart cities in Indonesia that can be collaborated with the Japanese companies, because the concept of smart city itself is very huge in Indonesia, and we only have like the small portion of the solution right now, and we still are looking for other partners who have the other puzzles to the smart city solutions. That's why I think we still can collaborate and tap into the smart city Indonesia's like market together.
For us, startups challenges are opportunities that we could explore more and try to solve using technology. Number two is of course joint collaboration, especially in Indonesia or other parts of the world where we could combine both our resources, financing or even technology and market access, and try to get and execute a project.
is a very interesting technology. We are quite impressed by its multiple health benefits.
So I get to work with both the Japan as well as Singapore team members.
It's been very fruitful and enjoyable.
Tours have been very supportive.
Got a taste of how things get done in the real world.